Daniel Cormier recently talked about how he thought maybe Alex Pereira could be a little unfocused in that he's doing a lot of appearances and traveling. And he did another one just now in New York City doing some content with Moses the Jeweler. But this fan will definitely have an interesting story to tell people. We're seeing Alex Pereira in the streets of New York City and him randomly handing him a stack of cash.
Pereira, mano. The magic word today is Shama. Mazal. Mazal Shama.
Paige Van Zandt returns to Power Slap 12, Friday, March 7th at the Fontainebleau in Las Vegas. That's one day before UFC 313 in Vegas. This is the third match of Paige Van Zandt in Power Slap. She won the first one. The second one was a draw. This will be her third. Since no longer being part of the UFC, she's done BKFC, Misfits Boxing, and Power Slap. Her husband, Austin Vanderford, makes his UFC debut Saturday at UFC Seattle, taking on Nikolai Veretennikov. On the betting lines, it's an even money fight, so let's see how Austin Vanderford does in his UFC debut on short notice. Dana White assures fans that we'll get Jones versus Aspinall.
We're not getting John versus Tom ever. Yes, you will. It's coming. Relax.
That feels like a international fight week type of fight in the summer. For Saturday's card in Seattle, commentary duties will go to Michael Bisping, Paul Felder, and Brandon Fitzgerald.
I'm up for a run downtown Seattle. First time here. Hold on, slow it down. I always find the best way to look around a new city is go for a little run, figure out what it's all about. By the way, only just started running for the first time in about, 7 months, thanks to Bio Accelerator, because I tore my groin last year, so I went for stem cells in Colombia, and look at this, I'm out and about, running the streets of Seattle. Now, everyone told me, excuse me, I'm out of breath, everyone said, oh, it's like England, it's grey, it's kind of miserable, but it's a nice place, the people are great. I've only been attacked by like 1 or 2 crackheads. True story. Some crazy guy was running towards me, screaming some shit out, but I had my headphones on. But it's a pretty cool place though. It's got a certain Manchester vibe to it, if you ask me. Excuse me. Kind of like a working class city, but lots of bars, lots of restaurants, lots of stuff to do. Anyway, we're all there for UFC Seattle. Hold on. Just kicking off over there. Told you. Manchester in America. I'm doing it. We're on red lights, but fuck you, look at this. Acceleration. Tore my groin last year. Fuck you now. We're flying. Anyway. Oh. Busies are after me. Oh, that's my run. Well, a bit of a run in Seattle. Take it easy, people.
Belal Muhammad thinks he's better in all aspects in MMA than Jack Della Maddalena, his next opponent in May in Montreal. Most people would agree in the wrestling and grappling, but many would disagree that Belal is better in the striking, but he includes that in that category.
If I'm being honest with you, I'm better everywhere. People were going to say, and they're going to ready to come out like, oh, he got hands. But I think they just underestimate my hands and my striking, and I just went against the best striker in the UFC, and Leon Edwards, so-called. I train with the best striker in the UFC, Ignacio Bahamondes. I train with Yair Rodriguez. Both these guys, if you've seen them spar, you guys seen it, they're a different level. So when I have a guy that's basic and Jack, who's just boxing, right? He has really good hands. He has good power, but he breaks a lot of these guys down because he hasn't fought anybody like me. His biggest weakness is his experience. He's never been in a big fight like that. He hasn't had a pressure fight yet. He hasn't fought a pressure fighter yet. So for me, I think I'm going to go in there and I'm going to walk through him like I thought I was going to do to everybody else, and I've done everybody else.
In the second fight with Leon, Belal was winning the striking aspect of the fight and landing more significant strikes per round. He landed more in round 1, 2, 3, and 4, but in round 5, it was even. The most significant strike of the whole fight was probably with 35 seconds left. Leon Edwards landed a big elbow on the ground, which split open Belal and bloodied him up. Islam Makhachev's manager said that Topuria needs to fight Dustin or Charles for a contender fight to prove he's a legit lightweight, so we don't have to defeat another small featherweight. We need a big fight that makes sense for everybody. We already gave chances to the featherweight champ that was reigning for a long time. Topuria's manager wasn't a fan of that statement.
I don't really come on here that much anymore. I kind of stay to myself. But when certain managers come out there and talk about a guy's too small, shouldn't move up, needs to fight someone else, let's make sure we just get the facts straight. He knocked out Volk in his first opportunity to knock him out. The fight wasn't close. When your client fought Volk, he struggled with him the first time. Don't forget that. Second, he knocks him out, and then he knocks out Max Holloway, who happens to be probably one of the greatest 45ers of all time. I'm not sure why he doesn't deserve a shot at 155. But I don't blame you. I wouldn't want my client to fight Ilia Topuria either.
Something Topuria is one of the few fighters who poses a legit threat to Islam Makhachev. He definitely has legit KO power. He's arguably younger, faster, and better than anyone Islam Makhachev has fought at 155. But Makhachev has the size advantage, wrestling advantage, grappling advantage. Although Volk dealt with all of those in the first fight, and many thought that he won that fight, he did a good job with takedown D and working back up when taken down. We don't see Topuria's wrestling that often these days, but apparently it's quite good, both defensively and offensively. So that makes for a compelling clash of styles with Makhachev. It is the most compelling title fight they could make at 155 right now. Otherwise, they're heading back into rematch territory, rematching Oliveira, rematching Sarukian. Official poster for UFC Fight Night, March 15th at the UFC Apex. Vettori versus Dolidze Part 2. Originally, Vettori thought he was fighting Roman Kopylov, but it's Roman Dolidze, a guy he fought before and beat. Schnell retired in September, but now he's back. That's a 5-month retirement, pretty long for MMA standards. I asked the UFC for another opportunity to fight. My wish has been granted. Fighting's been so good to me, I couldn't go out like that. Thank you all for the kind words. I know some will be critical, but we ride again. I'm still a bad little man. Schnell takes on Jimmy Flick, April 26th, Kansas City. What a step down for Sandhagen. Unless it's for a title shot with this win, he needs a new manager. What a step down for Sandhagen fighting Davison Figueiredo. Unless it's for a title shot with the win, that's May 3rd, Des Moines, Iowa. What a step down for Sandhagen fighting Davison Figueiredo. Unless it's for a title shot with this win, he needs a new manager. That's the main event, May 3rd, Des Moines, Iowa. Davison Figueiredo versus Corey Sandhagen.
What's up, y'all? Just got back from getting the workout in. Got to rehydrate with some grassy water. Good stuff right there. Got organic cane sugar in it to get my blood sugar back up after the lift. Also packed with vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. So a nice immunity booster as well. Rehydrate the right way. Grab some grassy water. You'll be happy you did.